And good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF, as we take a live look over downtown Denver as that sun starts to break over the horizon. Getting ready for a nice weekend ahead. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Jordan Chavez here alongside Corey Rose, Erica Lopez, and Ed Green.
Good morning, TGIF. Jordan has thought it was Friday since Wednesday.
You can imagine how happy I am.
So actually, it's Monday for you then.
Ed, don't even play like that.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's going to be a nice holiday weekend, too.
It is. It is going to be a very nice three-day holiday weekend. And we had that front come through. You might have felt those gusty winds last night. We're down to 37 degrees this morning.
Really?
Wow. So we're going to be a little bit cooler today, only in the 70s. But then we start to warm it up for the holiday weekend. We're in the mid-70s for your Saturday and Sunday, even Monday, the holiday. And we see those sunny skies by the holiday. We'll talk about that just in a moment. First of all, there it is. 37 degrees is what we're seeing at this hour. 40 in Lyman, 42 in Colorado Springs. Leadville's at 25. Grand Junction at 43. So everybody a bit cooler than yesterday with that front passing on through. So 70 degrees today. That was after 80 degrees yesterday. So a full 10 degrees cooler. Maybe some clouds increasing as the day goes on. A little breezy in the afternoon at times. Otherwise, 75 degrees on your Saturday. We'll add isolated showers or thunderstorms, about a 30% chance. 76 with an isolated storm on your Sunday. Here comes Monday, the holiday. Sunny skies, 77. Really a near perfect day. And then look at your Tuesday and Wednesday. We get into the low 80s with sunny skies. Maybe an isolated storm by Wednesday.
Ed, those are my kind of temperatures. Thank you. Right now, we do want to help get you out the door because we are dealing with an early morning crash along I-70 and 270 this morning. So we do have crews on scene this hour. From what I can tell, we've kind of zoomed in here. It looks like this one vehicle kind of went off the road. Looks to be some front end damage here. There is a greater scene if this camera was zoomed out all the way down on the left shoulder of the highway here. So folks are able to pass by in that far right lane, but of course, actually looks like they're fully going into that far right shoulder this hour. But there is traffic flow. Of course, it's really early at this time of the morning, so I wouldn't say we're dealing with major impacts. But if this continues during the commute, we certainly could. Again, I-70 and 270 on the eastbound side is where we're dealing with that. Let's go ahead and bring you over to our map. Just want to give you a little bit of context as to where this is. So where we're seeing that yellow and orange here, I-70 to 270 here on that eastbound side is where we're dealing with that ramp closure where folks are passing in that far right shoulder. So aside from that, very green out here. I actually expect today to be a little bit quieter than normal, being that it's the start of a holiday weekend. I think a lot of people take the Friday as well. So in the green on 225, travel for you on westbound I-70 looking great so far as well between E470 and 76.
Erica, thank you. Right now, Denver police are asking for help finding a Dodge Durango that's similar to this one on your screen. They say the driver hit someone, causing serious injuries back on April 26th. It happened near Sheridan and West 10th. Surveillance pictures show the suspect's vehicle's hood was painted white. If you have any information on this case, call the Denver Police Department.
Right now, an indigenous teenager is missing out of Colorado Springs. 15-year-old Leah Black. She was last seen around 5 o'clock Thursday night wearing blue pajama pants with ducks, a black top, and white Crocs. If you see her or you know where she might be, you are asked to call 911.
Today, Elijah Hood is scheduled for a competency hearing. He is accused of killing 3 people in a shooting at an apartment near Green Valley Ranch in 2022. The victims include his aunt and a 4-year-old child. Hood faces 3 charges of first-degree murder. His hearing is set for 1:30 this afternoon.
This morning, CBI is investigating the accidental drowning of a 3-year-old boy from Rocky Ford. CBI says preliminary autopsy reports show that Golan was found in an irrigation canal on Sunday and died from an accidental drowning. Golan was initially reported missing on Saturday morning after investigators say he walked away from his family's apartment. Authorities eventually found the boy's body 16 miles downstream.
Authorities have identified another person who drowned over the weekend at Trout Lake. The San Miguel County Sheriff's Office says Daniel Simon was from Romania and was an employee at a restaurant in nearby Telluride. Investigators say the 25-year-old was on a canoe that tipped over Sunday afternoon and he couldn't make it back to shore. That was the 8th water-related death in Colorado this year. CBW says this is a good reminder to wear a life jacket and check the weather before you go out on the water.
This morning, a former owner of a hotel and nightclub in downtown Denver is accused of misusing hundreds of thousands of dollars meant for pandemic relief. Police arrested Amin Suleiman in Miami this month. A federal grand jury indictment accuses the former owner of Native Nightclub of lying on applications for pandemic relief. He got $500,000, and the indictment states he spent the cash on personal travel, rent, and retail purchases. Suleiman no longer lives in Colorado. His nightclub is now closed, and his attorney denies the accusations.
Federal officials have announced a settlement agreement with the Cherry Creek School District to help address language barriers within schools. Cherry Creek serves about 53,000 students whose parents speak more than 150 languages. But officials from the Civil Rights Division say the school district has been failing to communicate with parents who have a limited English proficiency in a language they could understand. Now the DOJ says the school district has agreed to find out what communication parents will understand and then provide language assistance services, including translations. Cherry Creek officials told us, quote, equity is a core value of the Cherry Creek School District, and it is a priority for the district to find ways to continuously improve how we serve families who speak multiple languages.
Today marks 2 years since the deadly mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Several events and a vigil are planned throughout the day to remember the 19 students and 2 teachers killed in 2022. This week, a settlement was announced between the victims' families and the city. They will receive a total of $2 million. The families are also suing 92 officers with the Texas Department of Public Safety, the school district, and individual employees.
Boeing appears on track to present a plan on quality control fixes for its assembly line. The FAA set the deadline after a hole blew out in the side of an airborne 737 MAX a month earlier. The agency said its audit of the production line at Boeing found multiple alleged failures to comply with manufacturing quality control requirements. The FAA gave Boeing 90 days to present a plan, and that deadline is next week.
Volkswagen is voluntarily recalling about 80,000 of its ID4 electric sport utility vehicles. The National Traffic Safety Administration says that the instrument panel might not display speed or the rear view camera, increasing the risk of a crash. The model years affected are 2021 to 2023. Volkswagen will start notifying owners about the recall by mail starting in mid-July. Dealerships will update the software at no cost.
A fire burning in southwest Colorado is now triple the size it was on Wednesday. The Spruce Creek fire in Montezuma County grew from 1,600 acres to more than 5,500 acres by yesterday afternoon. Fire crews believe it started from a lightning spark on May 14th. So far, no evacuations have been ordered.
Smoke from that wildfire has gotten so bad that state health officials issued an air quality advisory for parts of southwestern Colorado. This runs through 9 a.m. this morning for the counties listed here on your screen. Health officials expect the greatest impacts this morning as winds blow smoke through the surrounding areas. Experts say you should limit your outdoor activity there whenever possible.